stop scrolling. Right now. Close every other tab, silence the notifications, and mute the noise around you, because this isn't just another video you'll scroll past. It's a mirror for a generation that feels profoundly existentially lost. Look closely. We live in a time overflowing with voices, where everyone talks more than ever, yet truly listens less than ever before. We meticulously curate and post every single moment, striving for an impossible perfection, but we forget the sacred art of simply being present. We've amassed more friends online than any generation before us, countless connections, yet paradoxically, we've never felt more isolated and profoundly alone. We're drowned in an ocean of choices, from careers to identities, yet we've never been so utterly confused, paralyzed by endless options. And despite being constantly entertained, bombarded by digital delights, we've never felt more empty inside. This isn't hyperbole. This is the raw, unvarnished reality of the millennial soul. We were promised an intoxicating, boundless freedom, we were told, with beaming smiles. You do you. No limits, no rules. Unleash yourself. And what did we find? Waiting for us at the end of that limitless path, not liberation, but the crushing weight of addiction, suffocating grip of anxiety, the chilling void of numbness. We were assured that truth itself was a malleable concept, whatever we personally wanted it to be. Gender, identity, love, they were all just fluid options, an endless menu to mix and match until you found your perfect, personalized combination. We were spoon-fed the dangerous lie that feelings alone define reality, and that any inconvenient pain could simply be silenced, swept away with a pill, drowned in a party, or airbrushed out with a filter. And now, here we are, waking up in a world that feels less like a vibrant future and more like a broken dream, scattered puzzle where none of the pieces fit. We are a generation relentlessly chasing likes, chasing approval, chasing external validation, but absolutely starving for authentic love, or addicted to the fleeting hit of attention, craving it like a drug, yet utterly terrified of true intimacy, of being seen for who we really are. We are, perhaps more than anything, a generation afraid of silence, because that's precisely when the suppressed pain, the buried truths finally scream the loudest. So what do? We scroll and scroll and scroll. Our thumbs move relentlessly, our eyes glazed over, perpetually looking for some flicker of meaning, some distraction, desperately hoping that anything will finally break through this crushing numbness. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what this very message is doing for you right now. Maybe this is that breakthrough, because in the tumultuous, chaotic, and utterly confusing middle of all this, something unexpected, something profound was revealed. Christ was revealed. Not to shame us, to point fingers at our failures and addictions, not to judge us, to condemn us for the messes we've made. No, he was revealed for one singular, earth-shattering purpose: to rescue us. Think about this truth, this radical, scandalous love. God showed his great love for us by sending Christ to die for us while we were still sinners. That's Romans 5-8. He didn't wait for you to get your life together. He didn't wait for you to get clean, to get sober, to figure it out on your own. He didn't wait for you to earn it, to prove yourself worthy. He plunged into the deepest part of our mess, into the very heart of our brokenness, exactly as we were. This is the uncomfortable, liberating truth they don't tell you in the constant noise of the world. Jesus isn't just for the religious elite. He's not confined to stained glass windows or Sunday mornings. He's for the college student quietly crying themselves to sleep in their dorm room, overwhelmed and alone. He's for the man who stares into the mirror, disgusted by the reflection staring back. He's for the girl who feels like she never, ever be enough, no matter how much she gives, how much she sacrifices, how much of herself she gives away. And yes, he's for the one who lost all faith, whose spirit was shattered because the harsh realities of the world broke them first. Jesus came for you. and the profound reason you're here. In this very moment, listening to these words, it's not random. It's not just an algorithm. It's proof. It's undeniable evidence that God hasn't given up on your story. Not for a second. You see it everywhere, don't you? People dancing on screens, performing happiness. They're singing about heartbreak with fake plastered-on smiles. They're posting about their healing journey while in the quiet of their own rooms. They're subtly, tragically falling apart. They're preaching self-love with conviction, while in their deepest heart, they secretly hate their own. Reflection, we keep up this exhausting charade, pretending that everything is perfectly okay, that we're thriving, that we've got it all figured out. But deep down, in the core of our being, we know something's fundamentally, agonizingly wrong. We've mastered the art of laughing at our pain, joking about our deepest wounds. Anything to avoid exposing the vulnerability, anything to avoid confronting the raw truth. We joke about trauma, we dismiss it, we minimize it, all to hide the terrifying fact that it still owns us. We mock religion, often not because we truly understand it or have deeply considered its claims, but because deep down, in that quiet, hidden place, we are terrified it might actually be true. We're terrified of what truth might demand of us. So many of us walk around carrying the crushing weight of invisible wounds. Stories of molestation never whispered. Father wounds still bleeding years later, toxic words spoken decades ago that echo louder in our minds than any current conversation. And what did the world, in its infinite wisdom, tell us to do with this unbearable weight? Move on. Get over it. Life's short. Have fun. Don't dwell. So we tried. We really did. We tried to fill that gaping, aching hole inside with everything imaginable, with fleeting people, with empty sex, with numbing substances, with endless distractions, with addictive games, with hollow goals. We chased, we consumed, we acquired, but what happened? The emptiness didn't shrink. It only grew louder, echoing a deeper despair. Why? Because you were never meant to carry this pain alone. No one was. And every single time you try to silence the cries of your soul with a surface level solution, a temporary fix, a fleeting distraction, that soul only sinks deeper into the abyss, more desperate, more alone. That's why depression rates aren't just rising, they're skyrocketing, reaching unprecedented levels. That's why. Suicide isn't just a tragic occurrence. It's become common language, discussed in hushed tones, almost normalized. That's why we are immersed in a culture of escape. Escape into the endless scroll of screens. Escape into curated fantasies. Escape into the dizzying confusion of identity. Escape into whatever feels good in the immediate moment, no matter how destructive, how self-sabotaging, how ultimately empty it might be. But here's the stark truth, the one no one is brave enough to tell you. Temporary comfort is slowly, silently killing your eternal purpose. We're made for so much more than this. You were created for profound purpose, for deep connection, for everlasting meaning. And that, my friend, is precisely why Jesus stepped into human history. Not to start another restrictive religion, to add more rules to your already overwhelming life. No, he came to start a revolution within the human heart. Not to build cold, imposing churches of stone, but to rescue individual hearts, one by one. He came to speak directly to the exact pain you've been meticulously hiding, too tenderly. Heal the deepest wounds you've buried, the ones you thought no one would ever find. To offer a profound, unshakable peace that no fleeting substance, no amount of fame, no external achievement could ever hope to replicate. He was revealed because we are undeniably, utterly broken, and we are undeniably, profoundly lost. We are finally, utterly tired of pretending. Come, all you who are thirsty, come to the waters. Why spend your money on what is not bread, and your labor on what does not satisfy? That's Isaiah 55, verses 1 and 2. That ancient verse from thousands of years ago could have been written today, specifically for our generation. Because we keep paying, don't we? We keep paying with our precious bodies, our fleeting time, our most valuable attention for things that consistently, endlessly, never satisfy. We invest our very selves into things that leave us emptier than before. But Jesus, He doesn't charge you, He calls you. He doesn't use you, exploit you for His gain. He heals you, doesn't exploit your weakness, judging you for your struggles. He restores your worth, reminds you of who you truly are. This is the God you've been running from, the one you've been told to dismiss, to ignore, to mock. And maybe, just maybe, deep down, this is the very God you've been desperately and knowingly searching for. If this message resonated with you, if it felt like a mirror revealing something true, then please don't let it be just another scroll past. Like this video to help others find it, because someone else out there needs to hear this truth. Share it with a friend, a family member, anyone you know who might be hurting or searching. Comment below and let us know what part of this message spoke to you the most. Your story matters. Most importantly, subscribe to the Glorify Forever channel so you don't miss future messages that dig deep into the truths that truly matter. Let's grow together on this journey.